We are back on Fight News Now, and this week Fight Network is your only destination leading into UFC 175 and the TUF 19 finale. We're going to have wall-to-wall coverage all week long as I will be down in Las Vegas, and we'll also be presenting the UFC 175 weigh-ins this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then a special live UFC 175 post-show will be airing immediately after the fights on Saturday night with John Ramdeen and Robin Black here in studio and myself from Las Vegas. We now welcome in Priscilla Caripan with this week's installment of The Shift.
Evil infects New York City and disturbing crimes are happening everywhere. That's the backdrop for the new horror thriller Deliver Us from Evil starring Eric Bana. Bana plays police officer Ralph Sarchie, who teams up with an unorthodox priest played by Edgar Ramirez, and the two attempt to solve a case of demonic possession.
There's two types of evil in this life, Officer Sarchie. Secondary evil, the evil that men do, and primary evil.
I've seen some horrible things. Deliver Us from Evil is the story of Ralph Sarchie, a South Bronx police sergeant, an undercover cop who investigates real crime in the streets of New York based on a real guy. And through a series of particular cases, he began to discover paranormal activity.
You got a name?
Joe Mendoza. She's one of my charges.
One of your charges? What does that mean?
I'm a Jesuit priest.
Where's your collar, Padre?
Mendoza has the knowledge. I mean, he has the knowledge, but he doesn't have the faculties. Sarchie has the faculties. I mean, he's got the inner faculty for it.
You haven't seen true evil.
The two of them really have to pair up both of their skill sets in order to conquer the evil that they've encountered. Exorcisms are real. You know, they happen often. And no matter what you think about them, they're fascinating, they're frightening.
We gotta stop this. We're all carrying around something, and we're all, to some extent, paying a price for the, as Sarchie puts it, the inner cancer.
It's scary, it's exciting, it's got action, it's got thrills, it's got drama.
You're on a ride.
That's it for The Shift this week. Back over to you, John.
Thanks as always, Priscilla. And as we wind down on this packed show, we made sure to leave room for our weekly viral video. And this is what our team stumbled upon this week. And that brings Fight News Now to a close. I want to thank Alexis Davis for stopping by and our panel of pros who broke down some of the key fights this weekend. Be sure to keep it locked on Fight Network for all your Fight Week coverage, including the weigh-ins on Friday at 7 Eastern and the UFC 175 post-show Saturday night after the fights. The MMA Report will be up Thursday night with lots of interviews from down in Las Vegas at FightNetwork.com. And on behalf of John Ramdeen, Robin Black, Priscilla Caripan, and the Fight Network crew, I'm John Pollock, and enjoy all of the fights this weekend.